Hey bro, remember to stay hydrated, it's very important, and prioritize your sleep. I'm currently, just as a quick side tangent, this isn't a sponsored video, but if you want to sleep better, I'm taking this type of magnesium glycinate, I believe it's called. Do some research on it though, don't just type that in. Type in magnesium for sleep, but you really notice a difference there. It's an investment you can put in yourself if you have the money. Recommend it. Bro, stop trying to avoid sadness. You know what I mean? You sit in sadness sometimes too long, but sometimes you just are in a state of cope. When sadness comes along, you constantly in your brain try and make the best of the situation, and yeah, that's an admirable feature you have, but there's value in sadness. There's something to be learned there. It's a different perspective. Yes, a lot of the time it's wrong, just emotions overplaying themselves, but sometimes the pain can be a reminder of how much we care, how we really feel about something. There's loads of different types of sadness. Sometimes you're sad because you're upset with yourself. Maybe you've made a mistake or you failed at something. And I'm of the personal belief that you shouldn't try and cope and be like, oh, it was nothing. Sitting there and trying to see the best in everything is valuable. Take the value out of the mistake, but trying to feel that confidence you felt before, it's not going to work, bro. You feel that sadness as a consequence of your mistake. That's natural. It will help if you can remember that sadness, if you can feel it to the fullest of its extent. Let it into your house like you let the happiness of a success or the anger of when you're enraged. Let the sadness in. It may help you not make the same mistake twice. But it's an emotion like all the other emotions, and it has the right to be there. You shouldn't look in the mirror and think you're a piece of shit and kick yourself while you're down. But accept that if you're sad for a reason, then you're doing that reason justice. You care about it for some reason. Stop trying to avoid sadness. Like how if you chase happiness, it will not come. If you run from sadness, it will follow you. Sometimes when you're having a tough week, a tough day, you can use crutches like video games, YouTube, porn, alcohol, drugs. You run from sadness, you try and negate the consequences of your actions or the consequences of what's happening in your life, whatever it is, your fault or not. But you're not escaping it, you're just pushing it to the next day. And if you keep hiding in instant gratification, you just keep pushing it, but that could make it bigger, because along with the actual problem itself, you've now got this existential dread of knowing that you are not someone that deals with their problems. What type of a man are you? Are you someone that runs from their sadness? Or do you face it head on? Do you feel what you need to feel? Learn from it and move on. The more you run from your sadness, the stronger it's going to get. But it will only be as strong as it is in the moment if you face it. And if you face it, you know, most likely, unless it's something to do with trauma or something big, you're probably not going to feel like that tomorrow. Don't hurt yourself mentally and physically with poisons just to avoid a feeling. If you let your feelings control your actions, you're no better than a child. An adult that respects themselves finds the fine line, and this takes years of improvement, but finds the fine line of feeling their emotions to their fullest inside, but not letting it affect their choices externally. That's stoicism, and that is beautiful control. Especially in the men's health side of things. There's the stereotype of bottling up your emotions. I don't believe you should bottle up your emotions, but I also don't believe you should show them unless necessary. I don't believe in avoiding your emotions, I believe in controlling them. Feeling them exactly how they should be felt, but only listening to them if you know pragmatically that's the best thing to do. I don't believe in repression, and I don't believe in obsession. I believe in stoicism. Never obsess over your emotions, never sit in it for longer than you have to, but never try and get rid of them, because that will only make them stronger. You must learn to be aware, but learn to be in control at all times. Yes, you will slip up, you're a human being, but it's a hell of a thing to aim to be. And it's so easy to look at sadness as an emotion and an equal participant in life when you're not in it. But when you are in it, it's so hard to not see it in a negative, because it's a negative emotion. But just remember that you're sad for a reason. And it won't last forever. So while you're there, you might as well try and learn a few things. Move on, get better, improve. Keep making progress. I believe in you, bro. Say less. Do more.